So part of the journey of this twin flame path is, or this healing the soul path, is about accepting the light and dark of self and of your twin, but it's kind of one and the same. I feel like whether it's what we've been programmed or whether it's just a natural inclination within us, I'm not sure, but we quite often only want to accept half of ourselves and almost put that half on a pedestal a little, and kind of makes me laugh a little bit, because when I was working with my twin, or an element of him, or I don't know anymore, I feel like I'm dealing with the same person in about 50 different bodies, but anyway, when I was working with the person that ignited this journey for me, he was saying at one point, oh, like you need to like stop, you need to take me down off the pedestal, I need to stop having me on a pedestal. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, don't have you on a pedestal, what? And in a way I didn't, but in a way now I kind of understand what he was saying, because I was trying to reject the dark, so to speak, in him, whilst chasing the light, chasing that like aspect of him, that, or that aspect of self that I desire, or that I felt disconnected to. And we can become somewhat what's the word, almost excited by the shadow, so to speak. We're like in love with the shadow of ourselves, like maybe not consciously, but it's like this can come from like our parental relationship as well. If you felt unloved by one or both of your parents, you have almost been in a pattern of seeking that love and trying to get them to love you. That definitely resonates with me on some level, of like never really feeling enough for actually my mum. Like, I didn't realise this till recently, but I've been in a pattern of trying to do things or say things or be a certain way to feel like I was accepted by her, feel like I was enough for her. Like, I don't even know if she's conscious of the energy that she's putting out in relation to this, but I've always felt like I was never enough. Like I wanted to create something, or I wanted to do something to try and get that sort of feeling of love, or that feeling of like validation from her, which we don't really need. But I feel like when it's not given, it becomes like a need. When we feel like it's withheld from us in some way, it becomes a need to try and attain that. So then that plays out with an aspect of our twin. If you're here on the twin flame path and this is what you're choosing, you consciously or unconsciously, I feel like it's probably unconsciously to start with, but you will be continually trying to, like, almost seeking attention from the darkness, going towards that aspect, trying to get some sort of response from them. I noticed this playing out in a pattern with one of my friends. She's on this journey as well, and she always goes to this guy's house looking for him to like accept her or love her. Like, that's not, at one point it wasn't conscious, she's more conscious of it now, but it's like, I just want to come round for like 5 minutes just to get you to say I'm enough, you know, like not actually, but it's like just to receive that sort of, that feeling from him that she looks pretty, or that she's, you know, or like she's done a bit of like healing with him, and it's like she wants to feel needed on some level by him, or feel like she's of service to him. And that, I think that comes from, it probably comes from the mother wound that I was talking about earlier as well, of seeking this attention from your mother, or seeking this feeling of not being like just the like bad penny in the family, like not being like enough for this person. And I guess it comes from like the core wound that's created from that as well, of feeling not enough within yourself. So you're still seeking externally for this sense of enoughness because I guess you were rejected at such a core level growing up that you then almost became not enough within yourself, or you felt not enough within yourself. So yeah, it's really important to accept both aspects of your twin, and this might I guess there's different ways to go about this. The separate aspects might appear in different vessels. So if you're in some way attached on one side, then you might be sent the darkness, so to speak, to balance that. But what you can also do is, I mean, this whole journey is a process of balancing yourself and balancing your energies. Like you're almost tested until your energies find balance, and you need to make it your conscious, like not activity, but you know, your conscious, like put your conscious attention on all the ways that you can try and get into balance. And one main way is to like get into balance within your body. So like get into alignment physically, and the more physically aligned you are, the more your pranic energy, the more your life force energy, your kundalini, can flow through your meridians properly and allow you to be in energetic or spiritual alignment with yourself. But if you're physically out of alignment and not grounded in your body, then it's very difficult to find spiritual alignment, because the mind, body and spirit is all like quantumly entangled with each other. So yeah, so I'm actually just having an epiphany here as well about how I've always been connected to the balance point. But it almost didn't feel like the balance point because I wasn't in balance. But we still have to accept like all aspects of self. So there's like that balance of energy in between. Then there's also the one polarity of one way and the other polarity of the other. So you've got your light aspect and your darker aspect. But ultimately it's about finding balance and acceptance for both sides of yourself in order to then be able to receive your twin in balance as well. When you're not in balance, you're gonna keep like hitting off both the light and dark polarities rather than being able to attract the balance. You're gonna, like, depending on what aspect of self you're in will depend on what aspect of him you're attracting. So if you're trying to polarize completely into your light and you don't want to own your darker aspects, then you're gonna be attracting the shadow. Everywhere you look, it's gonna be all around you. Like, you're gonna work with it, you're gonna live with it. Like, that's been my experience anyway. Work with it, live with it. Like, it's gonna come at you. Like, people just being shitty on the bus and stuff, or when you're out, you're gonna get this like caca energy coming at you because you're not accepting your shadow within yourself. And then if you polarize the other way, if you're like totally like just in the shadow, just full on like in your shadow, then you're gonna attract the light all around you. But that's not really what you want either. So, but then I guess I guess you need to be. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure about this, but I kind of feel like you have to connect with the light aspect, or be in your darkness and connect with be in your light, sorry, and connect with the darkness in order to come into the balance point. Potentially, you might have to connect with this. So yeah, so that's about all for now. Yeah, accept the yin and yang within yourself in order to pull towards you your yin yang equal. Okay. So yeah, thank you. Have a lovely afternoon from the middle of nature, and I'll speak to you again soon.